The geography of the demon realm is rarely a landscape of brimstone and haphazard agony. It is a meticulously calibrated, hyper-structured industrial hellscape designed to extract the cognitive essence of any mortal unfortunate enough to cross its threshold. And in M in the demon realm, the clinical, atmospheric, and lethally paced inaugural movement of Mark William Hammond's saga, the concept of isekai, or portal fantasy, is deconstructed into a cold, tactical instrument of existential warfare. Hammond, the merciless cartographer of this shadow-scorched, logic-starved, and entropy-drenched odyssey, delivers a visceral, deeply intense and soul-searing masterpiece that strips away the romanticism of adventure to reveal the brutal, material-extracting mechanics of interdimensional colonialism. This isn't a story of whimsical sword-wielding heroics. It is a rapid-fire, deeply intense plunge into the logistical nightmare of maintaining one's humanity in a world where the future is a weaponized algorithm, hope is a survival instinct, and every horizon is a potential gateway into a dimension that treats mortal ambition as raw material for its grand, history-resetting experiments. And the terrifying truth that when you enter the demon realm, you don't just survive the terrors, you synthesize a reality-stabilizing buffer against the encroaching, sanity-eroding void. Hammond hooks the audience instantly by constructing a high-stakes, hyper-focused trap. A cynical, tech-gifted outsider, forced to operate in the realm's dangerous expansion-aligned zones, finds themselves caught in a high-stakes game of shadows against an entity known as the Demon Protocol, which aims to map, quantify, and ultimately terminate the individuality of every arrival. The narrative center zeroes in on the protagonist's methodical, high-pressure descent into the realm's stitching, a state of hyper-rational, physics-defying perception that allows them to see the underlying artificial architecture of the sector's expanded districts. As they traverse the oppressive, sulfur-drenched alleys of the stronghold and the dangerously shifting, memory-saturated servers of the Great Archive, they realize that their quest for meaning is not merely a survivalist pursuit. It is a systemic catalyst that is drawing out the realm walkers, entities that hunt those who refuse to conform to the sector's optimized, reality-flattening experiments. The investigation into the sudden, coordinated disappearance of the city's most radical, truth-seeking engineers quickly escalates into a dangerous, high-stakes tactical chess match, as they discover that the entire demon expansion structure has been covertly funded by the very entity that keeps them tethered to their performative suffering. Forced to juggle the logistical nightmare of managing a rapidly decaying, reality-bending expansion rebellion, the constant suffocating threat of archival erasure, and the mounting, undeniable encounter with the cost of their own burgeoning insight, they must synthesize a new way of existing, one built on tactical linguistics, radical, improvised reality anchoring, and an unyielding, purely human refusal to let their purpose be redacted by the system's relentless, physics-enforcing machinery. Hammond's writing style is unapologetically clinical, machine-gun fast, and saturated with an intense, authentic blend of scientific cybernetic jargon, sharp, cynical intellectual wit, and high-stakes environmental dread. He builds exceptional structural tension by pairing the mundane, aching routines of survival, cross-referencing tech logs, deciphering forbidden, realm-aligned texts, and enduring the quiet, crushing weight of constant, vigilant isolation with the chaotic, nightmare-filled assaults of the system's truth-guarding machines. The story moves forward with a relentless, momentum-driven energy, turning routine analytical probes, calculated maneuvers through the realm's secret plasma-filled basements, and tense, high-stakes standoffs with lethal logic-warping figures into pulse-pounding steps closer to an inevitable, reality-defining confrontation. The presentation thrives on this sharp analytical focus, making every discovered anomaly, every executed reality stabilization command, and every deep-seated fear confronted feel like a high-stakes victory for the human spirit. What makes M in the Demon Realm an exceptional entry in the modern sci-fi thriller canon is Hammond's unparalleled ability to develop the highly compelling, logic-driven researcher whose cognitive discipline is treated as a supreme navigational asset rather than a tragic fading memory. Watch as they transform their experience with obscure, realm-bound information into a compass, learning to navigate the chaotic fairground of the sector to outmaneuver a power that operates with absolute terrifying precision. As the structural walls of their reality begin to collapse and the true scope of the demon danger is exposed, the pacing transforms into a breathless, heart-pounding race to maintain the shred of truth they carry before their consciousness is permanently unstitched by the system's relentless physics-enforcing machinery. The final act is an absolute masterclass in suspense, delivering a barrage of explosive realizations, shattered paradigms, and a spectacular, jaw-dropping climax that completely leaves the reader thoroughly stunned. For fans of thrillers demanding a brilliant, character-driven, and masterfully paced exploration of physics and expansionist imperialism, this book delivers an unforgettable shockwave.